This is your FastCast for Sunday, August 11th. Some of the top stories that we're following on this Sunday. Crews from local and state governments, as well as help from volunteers and the military, are continuing to clear debris and hazardous waste from the now hundreds of Juneau properties officials say are damaged in Tuesday's historic flooding along the Mendenhall River. City officials say they're preparing for the worst as they find more and more damage in last week's historic flooding of that river. The Suicide Basin release early last week broke last year's flooding record and has caused more damage in the city than initially expected. Deputy City Manager Robert Barr says last year's damage was caused mostly by bank erosion. He says the water in this year's flood was a foot higher than last year. Barr says he estimates nearly 300 homes impacted this year by that flooding as the governor's state disaster declaration continues. Hear from a woman whose home was destroyed by the recent flooding in Juneau on Sunday's news at 10. Saturday's weather caused some delays for a pretty special plane landing. It didn't stop the return of National Guardsmen and women. After 9 months of being deployed to Kuwait, about 100 soldiers returned to their families at the National Guard Armory on Saturday. There were many hugs and plans for dinner as the soldiers returned home. An official ceremony to honor their return has been pushed forward until the end of December. And Paris closed out 2.5 extraordinary weeks of Olympic sports and emotion with a boisterous star-studded show in France's National Stadium on Sunday night, handing over hosting duties for the Summer Games to the next city in line, which is Los Angeles, in 2028. In a display of Hollywood showmanship, Tom Cruise descended from the top of the French stadium to the Mission Impossible theme song, shaking hands with athletes before taking the Olympic flag from star gymnast Simone Biles, putting it on the back of a motorcycle, and driving it out of the stadium. And our sports team will have complete coverage of this year's Olympic Games, as well as hear from some of our local legends, some of our medal winners here in Alaska. This has been your FastCast for Sunday, August 11th. Thank you so much for watching.